Welcome to the Scrolliseum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, the trainers will be prompted to draw. The trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. These characters will be the underdogs, because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not what the contest will be. So they must analyze their opponent's unique skill set to... Seconds remain. Players need to name their character. It's time for the main event. Here comes our first opponent. And in this corner, we've got... These two will battle to see who is the champion of noise complaints. Well, no other way to say it, it's a bloodbath. Some extra cash goes to the underdog. Hey, you keep it down in there. In this corner, we've got... They'll be facing off against... We'll decide once and for all who is the champion of the basement. Are they down for the count? They put the rack in Rec Room. Now entering the ring. And opposing them will be... One of them will be crowned the champion of Thirst Traps. Get in the car, it's about over. And the crowd is left parched. And that takes us to halftime. Here are the scores. Second warning, name those characters. It's time to name those characters. It's the second half, which means it's time for the tag teams. Each matchup will include a surprise contest where players can tag out their characters. The bonus points are doubled and votes for both contests will be cumulative. Let's start things off with our first two fighters. One of them will be the champion of the Spring Break. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of peeing in the pool. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? Oh, that might do it. What a Herculean effort! Two new fighters enter the ring. Who is the champion of Suspect Number 1? We'll declare a winner after this next match. The champion of their only crime was loving too much. The trainers have a decision to make. This has become a one-sided match. And the cheese stands alone. Here's our next matchup. You will decide who is the champion of goofballs. It's a Dramageddon. This next contest could swing things. The champion of future world leaders. Will the players tag out? Let's find out. Is that all she wrote? Their chemistry is off the charts. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner! Welcome to the Scrolliseum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up. In this first step, trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. These characters will be the underdogs because their creators will see who they're competing against, but not... 20-second warning, name those characters. It's time for the main event. Here comes our first Brave Warrior versus... These two are facing off to see who is the champion of past their prime. Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Next up, it'll be versus... One of them will walk out as the champion of low expectations. Oh, the humanity! Just good enough. Moving on, we've got versus... Only one of them can be the champion of good times. Well, no other way to say it, it's a bloodbath. Some extra cash goes to the underdog. More like best times. Here are the scores as we head into halftime. Name those characters. Name those characters. It's the second half, which means it's time for our next bout. Who is the champion of Nasty? Welcome to Slamtown. It all comes down to this next match. The champion of the Starbucks bathroom. What will the trainers do? Let's see. Holy smokes, I didn't see that coming. We're watching a scribble quibble. They're tagging out. To name a more iconic duo. Here are the next two fighters. One of them will be the champion of school photos. Is that the nail in the coffin? Now they'll be battling for this title. The champion of thirst traps. It's decision time. Here come the reinforcements. This is pure pandemonium. It's anyone's fight. Who will draw blood first? Nothing can stop these two. Moving on. You will decide who is the champion of Dance Like Nobody's Watching. Oh dear, look away! Look away! Here's the next contest. The champion of everyone judging you. Here we go. They're going to the bench. It's a whole new fight. It's a Dramageddon. Now that there is teamwork, folks. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner! Welcome to the Scrollaceum. These talented trainers are about to face off to see who's the best at creating champion characters with unusual skills. Will the underdogs take down the heavy favorites? It's time to get champed up! In this first step, seconds remain. Players need to name their character. The trainers are now moving on to creating a challenger. These characters will be the underdogs because their creators will... seconds remain. Players need to name their character. It's time for the main event. Our first opponent enters the ring. Versus... These two are competing to be the champion of Cash Money. This one's just about over. Hard Bill's big victory. Make way for... Versus... One of them will walk out as the champion of corporate. Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. Here's our next competitor. And in this corner we've got... These two will battle to see who is the champion of Look at Me! Well, you hate to see this, it's a forfeit. And that takes us to halftime. Here are the scores. Second warning, name those characters. It's the second half, which means it's time for the tag teams. Each matchup will include a surprise contest where players can tag out their characters. The bonus points are doubled and votes for both contests will be cumulative. Up next, who is the champion of the escape room? Now it's time to determine the champion of doing the group project themselves. What will the trainers do? Sweet mercy! A solo victory! What a feat! Moving on. You will decide who is the champion of underappreciated workers. Oh, the humanity! Here's the next title. The champion of Law and Order characters who witnessed a crime. It's decision time. They're tagging out. We're witnessing greatness. These two, they just work so well together. Up next, one of them will be the champion of condiments. We're witnessing an absolute thrashing. It's not over yet. Here's the next title up for grabs. The champion of spicing things up in the bedroom. Will the trainers keep their characters or swap out? They're going to the bench. Back and forth they go. Team for the ages. Okay, folks, that was the final match. The judges are tallying the final scores, and we have a winner.
Cheers, they can feel the drums pound like a heartbeat. Let's go, time to compete, switch, slash. Now you're drawing, ding, ding. Time for brawling, who will be the GOAT? It depends on the vote. Enter the stadium. Who is your challenger? Soon when the battle starts, will you have what it takes?
Hey, welcome to Quiplash 3, the quips of our fathers. I'm your host, Schmitty, and you're now all my best friends. Oh, and if you're not in the game, you can still kind of be in the game. Just punch in the room code and join the audience. Ready or not, it's round 1. You're going to see 2 prompts on your device. Answer each one with a brilliant response. Soon you'll go up against another player's answers while everyone else votes for their favorite. You get points based on the percentage of people who choose your answer. Off we go. It's go time! And the first prompt is... The apartment lease says it's okay to have dogs as long as they blank. Now vote! Next up. Remember, kids, if it doesn't have blank, it's not anime. And now it's time to vote for your favorite. Without further ado, unfortunately, Curious George was the most curious about blank. Here's the fun part. Pick your favorite quip. All right, check this out. Something you shouldn't say in a crowded elevator. Okay, everybody, pick your favorite quip. I took a locket of round 1's hair to remember it by. Let's look at the scores. Feeling warmed up? Good, because it's time for round 2, where all points are doubled. Doubled, I say. Time's running out. Wrap it up or use a safety quip if you have to. And time's up. Oh, I am so ready for this next part. And going first is, if Father's Day dinner were a tradition, what would be the table's centerpiece? It's choosing time. And next, a sign that your spin instructor hates you. All right, choose your favorite. And now, a sort of bad thing you'd wish on your second worst enemy. Winning by default is still winning, you know? Let's see the next one. Coming up next on BBC4, the new and extremely British sitcom, Blank. Now it gets real. Pick your favorite. And round 2 is history. Let's see how it'll be remembered. Prepare yourself for Whiplash, a final chance to make a splash. On your device, you'll see a prompt that requires 3 separate responses. Okay, player 2 looks a little freaked, but you'll do great. Tick-tock, time's almost up. Are you ready for magic? 3 things that happened at the Monster Mash that they couldn't sing about. Time to pick the one you like best. 3 words that could describe the circus or your dad. All right, vote for the one you like best. I guess this is really happening. Let's see the final scores. Sit back and enjoy Quiplash 3, The Edge of Insanity. I'm Schmitty. Mention my name and get absolutely no discount off this game. Let's kick it off with round 1. You'll rake in the points based on the percentage of people who dig your response. Got it? Great! Let's take a peek, shall we? And we start with the worst words to end a scary story. Okay, choose away. Okay, what's next? When I die, I want to be surrounded by family and blank. Decisions, decisions. Choose your favorite. Moving right along. The meek shall inherit blank. And now, pick your favorite. Next one up, a better use for Rapunzel's hair. That's what we call a gimme. Round 1 is in the books. Let's see how the scoring shakes out. So if round 1 was an appetizer, round 2 is a substantial meal. Double the points, double the indigestion. No turning back now. Kicking things off, this player would never hurt a fly, but they would hurt blank. Pick a winner. Next on the docket, the biggest reason the world will be better in 100 years. Okay, choose your favorite. And next is a horrifying phrase to see embroidered on Grandma's pillow. All right, people, it's voting time. Let's see how they handle. What would you worship while your leader was talking to God somewhere in the mountains? Time to pick the one you like best. Now that you've laid waste to round 2, let's survey the damage. Step right up to Whiplash. One last chance to redeem yourself. No turning back now. Your 3-step plan for defeating King Kong. Okay, choose your favorite. The 3 worst materials to build your house out of. Decisions, decisions. Choose your favorite. I can't believe we made it. Let's see the final scores.